Hey guys, welcome back to my team and the channel. Here we're going to be going through my score from round 5 and then some potential trades going forward. So we're sitting at that overall rank of 4,639, which is only a small uptick from last week. So I said this week was going to be the one that I was going to springboard and smash it and end up with 931. So it wasn't terrible, but wasn't what we're after. So we'll go through it. There's a few players that didn't go as well as I wanted, and then we've got a few injuries out of it. So when we're looking at the top of my screen there, we've got some good players. So from second row forward, front row, and the hooker, we're flying. So Coruscant's doing his job, back to playing the 80 minutes again, and got back to his normal scores. So I see a lot of people trying to get rid of him this week. He's averaging 66 at a price tag of 768, which is still unders. He's still making money there, 20k this week, so I don't know why people would be getting rid of him. I know they want players like McInnes, etc., but I think you can find another way to get him in. That's just my opinion. Moving down, we've got Twal, who's absolutely killing it. Got his highest score of the year, and hasn't got a score under 60 this year, so he's flying. He's gone up 125k, doing really well. Payne Haas, he's just doing his thing. He's amazing. Carrigan, same thing, with his biggest score of the year at 62 in the 56 minutes. So his points per minute's incredible. One of their most important players, 51 tackles with 1 miss on the weekend. Can't go wrong with that. He'll be a keeper there in the second row forward, or at least at worst, I'd say an 18th man. Eli Katoa had an awesome week. Again, back with another try. So when he's scoring the try, he's getting 60, and then we're hoping that 31 was a bit of a blip, which I believe it was. He had a really bad game, that one. So definitely someone that you'd want to have in your team. And Isaiah Yeo, another 66. So we've spoke about him enough. Moving on to the bad parts of the team. So Cleary actually had a good game of footy against the Eels, but it didn't translate into fantasy points, unfortunately. So a reduction in goals. He had no attacking stats, unfortunately. And 8 missed tackles, which is very, very rare for him. So you can expect that number to drop back down to sort of 3 or 4. But I guess his first game back in a long time, you couldn't expect too much, especially his first game with the new rules. So, but did run the ball a lot and got his normal kick meters there. So nothing I'd be worried about with Cleary. But yeah, it just didn't help our scores this week with him, averaging 70 of those first 2 games. Drinkwater, he's been a bit of a terrible buy for me, unfortunately. Seems to be how it works out. I brought him in after the first 2 games when we thought that he was getting super involved. He's running the ball really well. And even with his try assists in each of the last few games, he just, he's no tackle breaks. Going 3 and 4 in the first 2 and then only 2 since. His tackles have been the same, but hasn't run the ball as much. Gone down from averaging 100. So all his stats have dropped off from where they were, and look, this was half a speculative pick, just assuming that, with him being highly touted, he would go really well. And unfortunately, that hasn't been the case, but I was trying to get rid of him this week, but I won't be able to, with I got Stags with sort of 4 to 6 week injury, and then Kate Will out for 10 weeks plus, so Stags actually played really well, so it's a shame that he's finally come back after keeping him for his suspension, and then he's injured again, so a bit of a shocker there, but he's going to have to be taken out of the team, unfortunately, and then Cape Will as well. So, not much more to say about that. Cape Will's been smashing it, but it's unfortunate. Crichton, 26. Again, playing decent footy, especially on the offensive side. Like, he looks really strong. Still getting a try assist there. Like that, him and Mansour on that side are going to be really good, but not getting the tackle breaks we'd like, with 3 missed tackles this week. And being those 3 tackles being on Wanga Blake, who just destroyed him. So he's still really raw, and there's a chance he'll go well. But you'd like his floor to be 30, but then you'd hope for a 50-plus score, 60 score in there to average that out to sort of 35 to 40. But hopefully that's in this next coming week. So, but it was a decent speculative decision in the centres there, rather than him being on the wing. He's more chance of getting the ball in the centres. So yeah, we'll see how that goes from there. Bradman Best doing his thing. Pappenhausen, again, just hasn't set the world on fire. unfortunately. He's either regressed from his crazy season last year where no one could tackle him, because now in the last 2 games he's only got 2 tackle breaks, so that really needs to improve. I'm hoping that will as the Storm gets better as a team. But yeah, awesome try-saving tackle on the weekend, helped him out, but to still only get 39, it's a bit of a worry. But at 551, he's almost hitting his average. He'd want to be hitting 41, 42 to hold that price or go back up to 600. So I know a lot of people are trying to get rid of him for Ponga and guys like that, but I think there's other ways you can get him in, especially with Stags and Capewell out. You can get the guys like Ponga and Tedesco in, with how crazy they've been playing lately. And then onto the bench, Harry Grant, awesome, playing the 80 now. McCulloch getting the 80 minutes and just tackles, especially in these new rules. He's smashing it. Leilua got through the game, came off with, I think, 6 minutes to go, if that's correct. Yeah, 6 minutes to go for 48, was doing really well, was projected to get over 50, so he's doing great for the team there and making money. Issue with him is he might be out this week, but if it's only a 1-week injury, he's worth keeping. He's still got some price rises in him. Yeah, you can see he's averaging 50, and yeah, he's just slowly going up. So he's probably got another 25k. He'll get to 150k total change, and 650k price for a price there, and then you can upgrade him to a gun over the next sort of 3 or 4 weeks. But while he's scoring for your team, there's no need to get rid of him. Corey Horsburgh out with gastro, so that was a bit of an issue for the team. But Tanoa Brown, I used as my emergency after he scored 47 again, so he's doing really well in that starting position. He's really strong, makes a lot of runs, and even at 36 minutes there, so looks really good. No missed tackles this week, even better. So he's going to make money for a while there. He should get up to in the 500s, so definitely be holding him until that point. And who else we got there? Yeah, Rudolph. Can't see his score there, but did well again, scoring 40. So his point per minute is awesome. And I'd again stick with him until he bottoms out in price, which will be in maybe 3 to 4 weeks. And then Willie Army sitting there, and Jerome Luai still scored most of his points really quickly, and then went off at the end, but he's still going up a little bit in price, so someone to keep in mind there. All right, so for this week onwards, so I've got Stags and Capewell to get rid of. There's a few things you can do here. You can trade them straight for centres, which is not many options. There's guys like Latrell, which is wing fullback centre. But other than that, there's really not too many to think about. Other things I'm going to go at Crichton and Best, which I can move up to centres. I can then bring in guys like Adam Dewey. He's an interesting one. Corey Thompson's down there, who's an interesting mid-ranger. Then the other option is if I can get rid of Stags, I can move a Crichton or a Best up to centre. Drinkwater can come down to fullback, and I could bring in a half. So if I was to downgrade Stags to Hamiso, for example, I could then bring in a Ponga, Tedesco, Cherry Evans, Mitch Moses, these kind of guys, which is something I might do. And yeah, that's sort of where I'm thinking at the moment. You can go Stags and Capewell straight to Latrell and Dewey, for example, which I know a lot of people are doing. Or you could do the downgrade upgrade, which I think is a decent option, especially when I've brought in a few mid-ranges lately and they haven't gone so well. So that's something that I'm thinking about, trying to shore up these positions as quick as possible. Either get a gun fullback or a gun half, like a Cherry Evans, for example. And yeah, I think that's the way we want to be going from now on. These mid-rangers in the half centre wing fullback haven't been doing well as I would have hoped, and they've sort of been burning trades with it. So that's something that I'll be thinking about with my team. And that'll be all. So good luck with your teams for round 6, guys. Hopefully we get under the 4,000 rank this week. Bit of a bounce back week. And we'll see you in the next video. And just please hit subscribe if you're enjoying the videos, guys. Have a good one.